guys. Manav, could you like give us a quick intro about yourself and like your experience about with Lilac Buds?
Sure, Jason. So, hi, I'm Manav Shah, and I'm currently a final year engineering student in DJ Sangvi College. That's in Vileparla, Mumbai. I am pursuing my BE, Bachelor of Engineering in Information Technology, and I went to LilacBuds to help me pursue a master's in financial engineering or quantitative finance in the United States.
Okay, all right. Okay, cool. Manav, could you tell me more about like what were your concerns when you were looking for a master's consulting?
So, I did have the traditional concerns of every applicant, the valid GRE scores, what would be the benchmark, profile, the whole application process. But aside from that, most of my friends in my class are applying to traditional MSCS programs, computer science. Because I was going into a very niche field, it was a different application process. I wanted to know what the universities expected from a fresher applicant because many people go there with good quality work experience too. So I wanted to build a good profile that would show great intent towards applying in these programs and yeah, sufficient, you might say, qualifications.
Okay, great. All right. Going to Dhruven. Dhruven, you were Manav's mentor and you're enrolled with Lilac Buds. And so, how was your experience mentoring Manav? What were your pain points and other stuff? Could you introduce yourself as well?
Sure. My name is Dhruvan Shah. I am a mentor at Lilac Buds. I am a Carnegie Mellon University alumni. Did my master's in electrical and computer engineering there. And currently, I worked with a couple of different companies here in California. And currently, I'm working with Amazon. While working with Amazon, I was mentoring Manav get his university of choice. It was honestly mentoring Mana wasn't very difficult because there's a lot of drive that he himself had. Like he had a lot of things that he had already thought out that what he wants to do. The main thing that he needed was guidance to achieve them and like some kind of direction. So it was fun mentoring Manav, got to learn few things from him as well, apart from helping him out. In terms of pain points, I think it was pretty smooth, I would say, because with the Lilac Buds team, especially with Prayas, working with Prayas and Manav, like it was kind of easy because Prayas made it pretty easy with the different kind of resources that he could provide, and the Lilac Bud teams was providing different kind of resources. So yeah, it was pretty smooth, and yeah, Manav was always on top of things. So that made it easier as well.
Okay, great. Thank you, Dhruven. So, Manav, so what did you like? How was your process about applying, and how many admits did you get?
So hi, I started my application process last year in October, and I applied to Georgia Tech University, Boston University, NYU Tandon School of Engineering, Columbia, Carnegie Mellon University's New York campus program, and Stony Brook University. So I have received decisions from five of them. Three of them
Okay.
are admits from Stony Brook, Boston University, and New York Tandon, where New York Tandon is my current choice. And I have received rejects from Carnegie Mellon and Georgia Tech, and I'm still waiting on Columbia with good hopes.
Okay, thanks, Manav. So, could you tell me more about the scholarships that you received?
So I received scholarships. Stony Brook University does not give scholarships to any master's applicants. Apart from that, I received
Okay.
scholarship in both NYU and Boston, where I got admitted.
Okay.
NYU sent me an offer letter with a scholarship of $5,000 per year. And from Boston University, I got a dean's admission scholarship on. They didn't award it to me straightforward, but when I had a chat with an executive director of the program, they awarded me a dean's scholarship of $15,000 on the tuition.
Oh wow!
That congratulations, Manav, on that.
Yeah.
Thank
Really
you. Thank you very much.
great work, man. So, Manav, again, so another question for you is that what do you think about your mentors and the support you got from them? Like, tell me something more
So,
about Dhruven and how
so
you.
the support I got from my mentor Dhruven and of course, Prayesh, who I was in constant touch with. They made my application process really smooth, really easy. Since I had thought a lot of the things about from the beginning, I had planned and I was certain of what I want to do. There was no confusion. So they laid out a very straight pipeline for me where we just kept hitting all the deadlines, ticking all the right boxes, and without any hiccups, the application process was complete nice. So, and I really appreciate the support they gave me. They helped prep me for some interviews, university interviews, some internship interviews, and overall guidance on how to manage my time, my projects during the application process and just before that.
Wow. Okay. All right. So now, so like to wrap things up. So Mano, could you tell like any tips for future applicants, or like how can they get the most out of this entire process of
So,
applying?
the tips I would give for future applicants is try to get certainty in your goals, in your ambitions at an early stage. Deciding your master's program very late into your final year might be hazardous. I've seen in that some friends, and I was very advantageous because I decided it early. And also follow the guidelines and any of the advice the Lilac Bud team, especially Dhruver and Prayers, give me, because their tips during the SOP writing, the LOR writing were very helpful. They encourage us to write it ourselves, opposing to some other counseling firms. And
Hmm.
after that, the editing and reviewing process was a very great one. And I would definitely like every applicant who's applying to indulge in it fully, give their time and effort, and see it reflect on their admissions.
Okay. Great tip, Manav. Dhruven, to you, like, what are your tips, and like how can a student get the most ROI out of their application process?
Honestly, like yeah, students like Manav, like if they have like a clear mindset on what they want to get to, that would be a great start. But even if like the students are a little bit confused, like they cannot be all over the place, but at the same time they have to have some kind of direction. But even though they don't exactly know what they want to achieve and where they want to get to, it's fine, because we as a team are there to help them out with their basic and we can try and understand what would be great for them. So we are there to help them in terms of like best way to achieve their goals is to like stay on top of things, stay on top of deadlines that we assign them, like basically do things in the systematic order that we are asking them to do. Be open to ask any questions that like you think that like are valuable here and could add value to your application. That would be
Mhm.
great. And like the main thing why we ask students to write their own LOR and SOP and help them after that is we want that personal touch from each student. So basically that is something that's like really needed, and like your application has to be unique. It should not be compared to like any other applicant. If your application is unique and stands out, that's what the university would look at, and that gives higher success rates.
Okay, thank you so much, Dhruven, for those lovely tips. And Manav, congratulations on your journey. I hope you nail this. And
Thank you.
yeah, thank you.